Greetings everyone, please go mode to make sure everything's set on up. YouTube, Rumble is going, Twitch is going, Twitter is going, Kick is going. Looks like everything's booting on up. I'm definitely activating live chat windows. That's my one for macros I use for other games. Blah, got on the wrong shortcut. Okay, that should be all online. Actuality, it's generally a good idea for me to stop Kick, because usually I get spam bots within the first 5 minutes. I just have to keep an eye on it manually. And I think everything's good here. Give me a check my other computer. And looks like everything's good to go. So let's go ahead and get started. We do have a handful of replays. I know usually players want to see some more Brits games, so I'll do that one second. Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Cup Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the north side as the Wehrmacht forces. I'm going to sneeze. I feel a sneeze coming, it's not coming out. Spawn on the north side as the Wehrmacht forces. We've got Sky is the limit. Spawn on the south side as the US forces. We've got Irish beer. Howdy. It looks like I got immediately in the barracks, not double engineer opener. Usually I see a lot of time people go for a barracks with a second engineer, but either way. We do have was bug, then foreign. Yes. And it looks like we got a triple pioneer opener. Well, this pioneer is heading down south for the winter. Or maybe it's going to see Lieutenant Winters. 1 to 3. And pioneer's heading more down south. He's trying to wire the sun in. The engineer is going leftwards to the west. And the pioneers will go ahead and lay down wire there, delaying the securement of the strategic point. Though a bit of wire here. You may just go over here and build some tank traps to block that off. And he's going to capture it up normally. Engineers trying to capwalk into the pioneers. Made what up? I think your comment didn't come through. My apologies. Right now I don't have my YouTube window to spot chats. And on my other screen I don't see anything. My apologies. Maybe the message may have been came in missing. Either way, the Jeep's getting some good damage on the Pioneer. The Pioneer has captured the cutoff sector, but currently cutting off nothing. Soon to be captured over here. Yeah, looks like there was no other chat. My apologies. We do now have the Pioneers engaging. If you're talking the word Ponzo, I have no idea if that's legitimate or not. I can't speak foreign. Though I can somewhat understand gibberish. No, not really at all. We do now have some tank traps being established over here. We do have the engineers forward, MG42 advancing. Pioneers took a bit of a beating. Just like the ex-wife from home. MG42 is setting on up. I'm assuming, looks like it's out of range if I'm highlighting that incorrectly. That should be in range. Yeah, it appears to be. Pioneer up north catching some sectors. Before to firing away against the Jeep. We do have Volkswagen now floating the field, heading down south. And then before two, once again repositions at a pretty weird angle. Maybe he's expecting a flank there. Riot squad advance way forward, going to be engaging that said flank. Volkswagen is pretty forward, hit that Jeep. Let's see engineers nearby for a bit of repairs, and they're healthy enough. Riot squad advancing, and the MG42 packs at the wrong time. You can't say he's map hacking with moves like that. But the Riot squad is going straight for the cutoff sector. Very nice. Here now the Pioneers get to this sector there. This strategic point is still neutral, denying all the income there. We do have tank traps being established in the center of the road as well. Pioneers trying to lay down a landmine.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
We have a lot of incoming fire.
Lots of Volkswagen engaging the riflemen. Pioneers engaging the riflemen, as well as the riflemen, or being engaged by the riflemen. Pioneers will likely get wiped out even if they get out and retreat right now. Right now, all they can be used as a bit of target practice for this MG42 trying to get inside the garrison. We got a second MG42 appears to be. This one fired away against the Jeep, the original. Does fall back there. MG42 sitting on up into the garrison. Will gets SMG burst, and now HMG burst into it, suppressing forces them back. It looks like the tank traps there are denying infantry movement there and sort of staggering himself a little bit. So this might act as a set of wire as well. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not. They all face in separate directions. Riot squad receiving fire. Volkswagen sending some fire towards the Jeep. And engineers down south. Pioneers supremely wounded. If they're supremely wounded, they may have eaten some Taco Bell Supreme. As I heard that's not great for many people's bowels. But I don't usually have problems with that. Then again, it's been years since the last time I had Taco Bell. Not a decade. But I can't even remember the last time I had Taco Bell. I want to say 2018. One day I was heading home from work past midnight. Because Taco Bell was also open up till before the pandemic. Past midnight, around 1 to 2 o'clock. The guy could not stop staring because I was in my uniform. Flame engineers do get suppressed. Pioneers take some fire there. Pioneers get immolated. You see here, he also ate too much Taco Bell. MG42 set up a good angle, suppress down the rifleman squad. Flame engineers is continuing to flank. Got two Volkswagen to focus it down. He does spot the flame engineers and speed next to the point, but being inside the garrison is also probably not a good spot for them. He is focusing down quite nicely. Keeping inside the garrison, just keep the DPS going probably was a good call, and it was overall a good call. And the flame engineers do get wiped out, and the Riot squad does fall back. You have this Volkswagen get to the VP, got a Riot squad, another flame engineer pushing along the flank. And we've got the escalated skirmish phase now complete. Riot squad has seen a bit of fire there from the Volkswagen. There's a landmine there. Riot squad finds it. MG42 does fall back there. Partial focus on the flame engineers since they're not suppressed, plus they're not falling back there. Volkswagen is getting immolated, and they do fall back entirely. US player's not going to retreat our center. He needs that Riot squad to get healed on up. All 6 guys are alive, but hardly alive. Same thing with this rifle squad as well, so he needs some medics. Scary barracks now complete. What special? Oh no, it was military. I'm prior military. U.S. Indiana Air National Guard. Volksgrenadiers engaging the riflemen.
Yes, comrade.
That was inside the garrison there.
Yes, comrade.
Flame engineers kept for the fuel sector. We have now the MG42 set on up. Has a lot of targets in front of him. Hitting the rifle squad does not suppress it. Does suppress there. May AoE suppress the flame engineers, or it hits the flame engineers directly. Rifle squad may take out the Volksgrenadiers, but the other Volksgrenadiers here. Volksgrenadiers taking. Managed to escape on L there. MG42 does fall back. Flame engineers do fall back. Not get wiped on L. The Wehrmacht player got lucky they didn't lose that one Volks. The Rive Squad here are both severely wounded, times for which he may have selected assault grenades. On the left side, Pioneers overrun his opponent. How many rifle squads on the field? It seems like there's 5 squads of riflemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or just 4. 2 wounded Pioneers. These rifle squads are all pretty wounded. Nope. Not British whatsoever. I do believe in the freedom of speech, which is something that's distinctly not British, apparently. Also, I don't drink tea. I'm not a part of the country who is the 3rd largest consumption of tea per capita, and only 3rd. We do have now the landmine built here, which may snare himself as Grenadiers. Grenadiers copying the Rifle Squad's I build some sandbags. Wait a second. Rifle Squad built sandbags, which means he's gone for Infantry Company. There's even a video on my channel, if you ever want to look it up. It's called, I think, Old Firing Range video of us firing at nighttime, if you want to take a look of tracers and how easy bullets actually ricochet. You have a landmine there. Rifle Squad does find it. 2 of the models do go down. In short, bullet ricochets are extremely common. I would say ricocheting is actually, for bullets to ricochet, is actually greater than 50%. Rifle Squad may wipe the engineers or pioneers. Volksgrenadiers push way forward, firing against the riflemen now. I say it's hard to say which better, a couple Heroes 1 or 2. While I am a couple Heroes 2 players, I think there's a bit more options there. I do like the higher volatility when it comes to couple Heroes 1.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Flame engineers do get suppressed there. There's a reason why, when it comes to couple Heroes, I prefer my modded version of couple Heroes 2. Get inside in the garrison at the wrong time, make it gun down here. Overall, I do think couple Heroes 2 is a bit more balanced, but couple Heroes 1 offers a bit more volatility, which means a bit more fun. Volksgrenadiers do take a bit of damage. MG42 setting on up. Volksgrenadiers about ready to get wiped on out. MG42 trying to flame engineers. Fires burst here, does get suppress it, but range the flamethrower, and the MG42 does fall back. This cutoff sector does get decaptured, but being resecured now. Grenadiers and Volksgrenadiers pushing along the right. And over on the west, we do have this rifle squad. Oh, I found the invisible button to pull out Pack 38.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
Sturm Armory now deployed on the field.
Lines are broken.
Don't think a Nub Warfare would be a good idea. We do have a Greyhound, so either a 50mm Puma or Stug could be necessary, though Pack 38 is on the field, of course. Let's see, I'll look it up. What interdicts and makes me uneasy is bullets ricocheting after hitting alive targets. Usually when it comes to not necessarily alive, this is all target range at night, so you can see a good aspect of tracers and mortar flares, to say the least. But mostly when it comes to bullets and going, it's actually more of a going through people. It's not necessarily ricochet. Hence why hollow point bullets are actually, even though the banned Geneva Convention, are still very much used by police forces. Because it prevents over-penetration and makes it safer to fire in more urbanized environments. MG42 firing away, hitting the rifleman. Pioneers take a bit of damage there.
They defend the fatherland until death.
Pioneers do get wiped on out. Pack 38 connects with the Greyhound. He's packing up and rotate. Rack squad behind a tractor.
Heavy recon deployed. We have captured the munitions location.
Volksgrenadiers, I think they may have found a landmine. There are 4 landmine detonations there. I don't know who hit what. I guess they wanted that land to be mined. We do have a US landmine here. Volksgrenadiers may find them. Pioneers and US engineers may want to find a minesweeper to carry. 1 pioneer in the field, 1 pioneer left. Flame engineers do fall back. 2, 3, 4. Not being upgraded to a 50mm, but do have a Panzertruck.
We have gained the momentum on the field.
Yeah, over here. Taking hit. We are ready
Volksgrenadiers
to
heading
push
down
back
south.
the Yankees.
And finds the landmine. And that rifle squad looks like falls back. I think all 6 members still alive there. Yep. Took minimal damage, but and that will be healed on up. No manpower bleed. Oh, Stug. And probably M180 gun being deployed on the field.
Volksgrenadiers have taken sector point.
Volksgrenadiers take a bit of damage, while MG42 sitting up behind them. And it looks like an off-of-house shoot raining on in. He saw the rifle squad build sandbags earlier, so he knows what doctrine. MG42 found a round hitting their head. Their helmets did not save them. 234 straight forward. MG42 may want to fall back. They just have a squad nearby ready to pick it up when it goes down. 234 can find that the rifle squad. Grenadiers are pretty wounded. He does have comp cross center going for emergency infantry now. MG42 gains good suppression. The rifle squad does fall back. You could use some medical supplies in that Grenadier to help him out. Pack 38 getting overran. Stug and MG42 shot firing with these squads, and it looks like the Flame Engineers about to get annihilated. And the rifle squad does fall back there.
Veterancy gained.
Support infantry veterancy 1 are now on the way.
Heavy recon here. Ready for orders. Ready for duty.
Volksgrenadiers do have veterancy 1, and they need that health regen. And they probably should get out of the way of the 251 half track. He's being too nice and not running them over. Flame engineers do get suppressed, and he may want to get the half track to the 142 getting reinforced.
Veterancy gained.
I mentioned all these guys still need a bit of reinforcements. He's actually low in manpower at the one. Pioneers trying to salvage his carcass. Rifleman squad explodes. Pack 38 destroys, or M180 gun destroys carcass. Rifle squad starting to suppress. And we do have now the 80 gun striking the half track, so likely he will be going on down. He does have 2 M180 guns. Rangers may get wiped on out.
Com system in order. We lost the man.
Forces are ready for assault.
Blitzkrieg now available, so which means also he has stun grenades, assault grenades.
Grenadiers displaced. We're taking too much fire.
Rifle squad is starting to get suppressed.
Veteran seat gain.
And now I do have a barrage on top of the MG42 once again. Does escape on out of there. Overall, the Wehrmacht player has pretty good field control. MG42 Pack 38. Sometimes we're going to see on-map artillery piece relatively soon, which he could use to help hit the MG42 repeatedly. Pioneers do fall back in time. Pack 38 trying to creep away. Looks like his light vehicle veterancy, as well as tank veterancy. Looks like he's gone for all the basic veterancy. He's also going down the manpower blitz line. And those actually need more fuel. US players probably still stockpiling fuel, no problem right now. Volkswagen is getting immolated. Five squads advancing. We'll find the Volkswageners and Grenadiers at close range. Flamethrower now immolating. 2, 3, 4 firing away. Almost hits the Flame Engineers. R180 gun getting hit. Trying to capture the left side of the map. We do have now the Pack 38 and MG42 here. Volkswagen's course needs a bit of reinforcements.
Grenadiers, listen up.
And destroying more of the tree lines. So we see any supply yard upgrades. We do have the first one now. Volkswagen here is slowly being picked apart by a single carbine model. MG42 sending on up, hits the rifleman. On the left side, we got the M180 gun and engineers repairing it up. We have 4 rifle squads in the field, 2, 3, 4 police in the flank, Grenadiers and MG42 over here.
Barbed fire complete. Mine lane complete.
The enemy has 300 points.
We're falling apart! We're falling apart! Shall we wake up?
Our squads push the way forward, MG42 firing away. It's one of the riflemen. Volkswageners would decapture the fuel sector there. Good shot there on the rifleman. Does pin that rifle squad entirely. Flame engineers do manage to not detonate this landmine. Severely damaged. Over here, Riot Squads pushing forward. Stokes taking pot shots. Oh, we got a Nebelwerfer on the field. I did not hear the Nebelwerfers, the screaming Nemes. MG42 may get wiped on out. Pack 38 now getting hit. And now the screaming Nemes are falling back. Or the Nebelwerfer. Rob squads do decapture the AT gun. He could try stealing it. He is going to steal it with the 5-man squad. I do not know if Rock squads have access to a sticky bomb. If they do, now's a good time to throw it. Sticky bomb being thrown. And, excuse me, connects there. Damage to the crit there. At this point in time, he may want to get the frontal armor exposed so he can try deflecting some of these shots. Because the next shot, his main gun short crit there, not death crit.
We can now blitz our resources.
Sticky bomb there will likely kill it off. And falls back there. Took a bit too much damage upon the advance. Rap squad did some good work, and not to mention they were fighting across negative cover. And power blitz research. Another Stug and Veterans 2 infantry.
Our base is under attack.
Nebelwerfer firing over here. US sniper on the field, 1 kill. Nails his own Volks pretty badly. Wow, only if the Double Warfare is good at hitting enemies like that. Because most of the time, it's not accurate whatsoever. Entry 42, hitting the rifleman. Our squad 4, 234 advance as well. And decaptured or decrewed AT gun here. US rifleman landmine there.
The objective is on Sierra. Give me a target.
558 gets spotted and will be taken out. Our squad 4, we'll find 234 and 42 trying to hit another rifleman squad. You can, it's usually a bad idea. Friendly fire does exist, particularly when it sets them on fire. AT gun getting hit pretty hard there, like get decrewed by the sniper shot. Does not taken off there, got a Wehrmacht counter sniper here, 1 kill. Which may have made itself revealed somewhere. 2 snipers here, Double Warfare barrage raining on in.
Great, another replacement.
And the MP40s could pick up the Pack 40. Motorcycle established there. Does manage to scrape him by the US landmine. Does help the M1AT gun, trying to get it decrewed. Over the Wehrmacht player has a pretty good control of the field. No M2 just yet. Right now the US player does have some resources. I'm assuming he has access to the M2. Definitely would have enough command points by now.
Front shifting. Routes are grabbing territory from us.
Volksgrenadiers and more Volksgrenadiers here. Wehrmacht sniper in the region. Motorcycle does in fact explode. Off house shoot. Volksgrenadiers do manage to escape it. Our squad is charging the way forward. It's going for bar rifle squad now. Wehrmacht sniper gets revealed. May get picked off there when the bars get popped. Though bars are not being popped just yet. Double Warfare barrage raining on in. Hope they rain a bit short. Nope, they're hitting over here. Bar squads now deployed in the field. MP42 needs to set on up and start engaging these rifle squads. Screaming Mimi may get captured.
Enemy unit down.
MP42 getting hit pretty hard there. Does get decrewed. He does grab a Double Warfare. One of the rare times you can grab one. Has already pretty see them. Something got destroyed over here. What it is, I'm not sure.
Lost a unit. They're all dead.
Does get decrewed. Unless the MG42 has trouble being actually garrisoned. He keeps knocking away the gunner.
Put some fear into him.
Engineers get the piss pounded out of us. Damn it, sniper!
US sniper or Wehrmacht sniper just shot them US engineers. Bar of squads now heading down south trying to engage the Grenadiers.
Enemy unit down. Our forces are taking
M1AT gun does get destroyed. US snipers advancing, which may wipe out the Volksgrenadiers here. That seems a good target for them. Grenadiers falling on back. Does counter snipe there. Puts around to the Volksgrenadiers. And should take another shot against the Volksgrenadiers. But then again, the 234s in the region. Pioneers get hit, but they do split the fire. And those forces do fall back.
We have a threat to our victory point.
Rifle squad is starting to get ripped apart. Pioneers needs to fall back sooner rather than later. This may be a good time for assault grenades. Oh, there's a landmine there. It wipes out the squad entirely. I did not see that landmine being built.
Regiment has heavy infantry reserves.
Rangers can now be summoned. Supply yard level 1 only.
Operation posts report we are losing a sector.
Over here, I got the Volksgrenadiers. 234 is getting on fire. Volksgrenadiers do not get wiped up by the snipers. Our squad does get suppressed there. Manpower bullets almost available once again. He has enough munitions to bring it in. Almost enough munitions at least. He does have a Panzer Command being built. Maybe we'll see a pile of Panzer IVs. So right now, it says opponent has gone for infantry and is lacking any armor in the field. He could go for Ostwinds. He is going for Knights Crossorders, Manpower Blitz, and immediately summoning a large number of Knights Crossorders. Proficiency 3. US player has 313 tickets remaining versus 465. Not too many left.
Ready to fight, sir.
Motor squads arrive from there. Do actually have a tank depot now in the build queue. Luckily, the Wehrmacht player already has a Stug in the field and no AT guns at the moment. Oh, no, it does have one.
Heavy recon here.
Your orders, mein Officer.
We've taken munitions.
Right side of the map does keep the munitions point. Left side map, he has everything. Volksgrenadiers is trying to lay down squire. M42 there to hit the Flamer Engineers. And does force him back. Snipers hitting the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers do fall back. Bar squad straight forward. Nice crossovers on the flank. Inch-42 trying to hit this rifle squad now. Gets like a half person to them. Another rifle squad patrolling along the flank. Nice crossovers charging the way forward on the suppress units. Watch it go straight for the snipers. Got a Hellcat in the field. Probably from the Pink Depot. Don't think it's for off-net combat group. Does not have access to off-net combat group at the moment.
Taking automatic fire.
89 does get decrewed. Hellcat may crush some Knights Crossholders.
We're down to 100 points.
As Files connects, does get one of the models crushed, so this squad needs to fall back. Still gets a pen there. You're paired up by something. Main gun short crit there from the Panzerschreck. As Crossholders wounded, Hellcat does go down. And now I do have an off-the parachute raining on in the top of the Stug. Oh, sound like a landmine detonated there. Let them some rock squalls push forward. When nice crossovers do fall back, we may see some sticky bombs under the 234. He should have plenty of munitions for it. No, he does not. Nice cross taking some fire. And Pioneers takes some fire as well. You know how the forces starting to kiss the press there. So sniper shots hitting the Pioneers. That was a little miss there. 234 trying to get some shots on the snipers, but does manage to escape on out there. 234 is trying to start forward, but having trouble with the terrain. Does spot this one. Whoops. And mess with DPI settings of my mouse. There we go. Both snipers still alive, but barely. Cap pushed way forward, trying to get some shots off. We got the penetrate from the region. Still advancing. Tactic connects with the Hellcat, taking it out. Snipers firing way over from the right flank.
Germans are seizing territory.
Good shots there in that Volkswagens. It looks like the US player has Cassin's GG. And that is the end of the replay. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started on the next replay, do you need to use the restroom? Please give me a moment. My apologies, I am back. And let's get started. Let's do this one. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Cup Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on top left side as a slightly idle Brits, we got Swede. Spawn bottom right side as the Wehrmacht forces, we got fractional eyes. If you have multiple eyes in one socket, you may need to get that looked at. Looks like I got a multiple pioneer open and not uncommon, we just have to keep an eye how many pioneers. The British player is going for a infantry section, not into backup, so maybe I'm for a lieutenant or a universal carrier or Bren carrier. Pioneers advancing. Capture the fuel sector as well. Going straight towards the cutoff sector, into fuel point I'm guessing. Infantry section push way forward. Not playing anything just yet. We do have even more pioneers, at least one more. Universal carrier now the way. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and soon to be 6 pioneers. Capture the mission sector. This intersection is heading down south. So the Ford HQ maybe I'm going to be redeployed over here. So this guy's catching this mission point normally, so it's hard to say where he's going. Pioneers are trying to build something. Is that going to be for a Kriegsbergs or Wehrmacht quarters? I see nothing on the build queue there. So it's going to be Wehrmacht quarters or nope, he's pushed his way forward.
We're waiting for orders.
New section is hitting that pioneer.
Let's not call this combat. Sir, we'd like to capture ammo.
Pioneers do fall back. Yep, hextuple pioneers. I'm pretty sure that's battle phase, or not battle phase 1. Skirmish phase there. Universal carrier advancing. Load of some infantry sections. So it is a Lee Enfield carrier. Driving to his opponent's base, trying to wipe out this pioneer. This also gives a scouting on what's going on. You will see the light blinking there. So he has a generally good idea of what's going on.
German target has
Takes
been
the
knocked
pioneer. A bit of a consolation prize, honestly. I have no idea what an intersection squad is supposed to do here. Oh. Be a complete asshole. But the problem is, flamethrowers, flamwerfers. The Wehrmacht player just needs to group up some pioneers, upgrade the flamethrowers, and just start immolating the trenches. I don't think it's going to be super great.
Capture complete.
Plus, he can simply just capture everything and just ignore this because he can.
HQ command truck setup complete. Ready for
But yeah, either way, he needs to start eyeing the group up, maybe 2, maybe 3 pioneers. Get them upgraded flamethrowers and then hit the retreat button and let them have fun. Good luck and have fun. Scope off a squad here. He could try taxing them forward with the Bren carrier. The HQ is in front of the VP on the fuel sector, so I have no idea how this game's going to go. We do have a Volkswagen. He went forward HQ here. Very nice. Volkswagen have to be very careful. They cannot retreat back. You may want to go for the Blitzkrieg, get the assault grenades to throw in those trenches as well. Pioneers inside this garrison. Volkswagen need to fall back. This may be for a Flamwerfer.
German forces are trying to secure one of our sectors.
Fresh Volksgrenadiers. This one needs to stay back. Get behind the truck, which somehow implies light cover.
Lines are collapsing.
Scope our squad takes some damage. It does decapture this fuel sector, but all the other sectors are still in supply. And the Wehrmacht player is doing quite good work with the fuel control.
Supply lines are broken. We have a territory cut off from supply.
British player is now deploying at the field support truck. It's going to have to be floating this mission sector. He does have the plus 18 fuel, which is nice. So he could try rushing a Stewart.
Is reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Pioneer got wiped out. One thing he could do is deploy out a valuable asset over here. He could go for a mortar, right? Or a sniper from here. And start engaging. You know, I don't really have any... Don't know the exact mechanics of the Ford HQ, what they can or can't build off the top of my head. I'm drawing blanks for some odd reason. This is probably from medical or casualty recovery bunker. Yeah, I don't know why I'm just draw blanks. Ford HQ should be able to do all that. Cancels it. Field support truck now deployed on the field. And Pioneer's trying to reestablish that bunker, this time a bit more reserve. Land Warfare gets back, gets inside the garrison, and immolating, clean up the courtyard. Skulls the slow trench here and falls back. Got all the MG bunker. Pioneers can now deploy out a structure. It looks like they're
losing a strategic location.
walking out. Oh, yeah, they're using medical supplies there. That's why they're walking out. You may use that as who's getting in or inside just to make sure they help win. You now have this intersection being deployed. Tax its way forward. Takes a bit of damage there. Get inside of the bunker there probably is a good idea. Another Pioneer falling back. This one's severely wounded. Volkswagen is probably trying to get a Panzerfaust off here. You should have a pretty good stockpile of resources, fuel and munitions. Panzerfaust flying, which may destroy the universal carrier. It does get out of range. Does use the repair ability. Volkswagen is falling on back. Another slit trench being built. Flamethrower push way forward. Focus on the scope rifle squad. One target time. The bunker here can be used for reinforcements. Is that for the Fatherland activated? Or is that Inspired Assault? This one's outside the radius, so it is for the Fatherland. So he's gone for defense. Which the extra pintle mouse could be quite nice from the structures. So I'm pushing forward. May see a Panzerfaust or two into this universal carrier, Bren carrier. Panzerfaust 1 connects. Panzerfaust 2 connects, and now it can also take time to salvage that carcass. Flamethrower may want to get inside the bunker to start eliminating this guy here, but the entrance is right over there. And that is the Sturm Armory. I was expecting him to go for the assault phase at least. But now this will of course provide additional pintle mount to protect himself with. Pioneers actually do make this machine gun placement abandoned. It's not destroyed. Just assume there's an MG there.
Target is secured. No Huns yet. Steward ready. Jerry's firing.
Double Panzerfaust, so he's probably going to get out Stug from the Sturm Armory. That one gets fully destroyed here. Pioneer's getting hit. Sturm Armory deploying on something. Two things he could probably use: the artillery officer to supervise production, or a Stug. Stug's probably be best. The Steward can play Ring Around the Rosie with it. Hopefully it's not for a 2-3-4. We do have a casualty recovery bunker here, so the medics may be sent back down south. Maybe it's out of range. Stug on the field. Double Panzerfaust connects. One Stug shot may get some good damage here. Takes a look out the Flame Warfare squad. German is currently displaying out something. Stug may not take out the Steward. Get there and for some slit trenches, very nice. With these trenches here, a double Wolfer may not be half bad. We also know he's gone for defense.
Are seizing territory, folks.
Gonna crush some of these intersections. Lieutenant here. We can get inside those sludge trenches to keep it warm.
Supply lines are broken.
Try and get one of these sectors back in supply so he gets the income for the rest of these sectors.
Forward supply lines are broken.
And still, the Wehrmacht is doing quite well in income. Piet takes a direct hit. We got double Stug. Maybe that's Noble Warfare, hard to say. Stug takes some fire from those Piets. Volksgrenadiers used for the Fatherland once again. No vegetation on them just yet.
NCOs reporting they have destroyed a
Let's have a
German
casual recovery bunker here. Gains some reinforce the front line as well.
We have a secured sector under attack.
Medic there, so trying to pick up no casualties. Does have 2 casualties claimed. There's medic casualty number 3. That guy does go down there. Now we do have the medic trying to pick up that guy. Maybe trying to get us Faust off there, but that's a different Stuart. So we've got 2 Stuarts now on the field. 234 advanced way forward. Still engaging. Those severely wounded. Panzerfaust 1 casting. And Stug was not properly pursuing. The other Stug, that's more healthies right there. Stuart heading down the road. Yes, get some hits on the 234 with the Stuart. Volksgrenadier is taking some fire. Looks like no medics are alive at the moment. Good pen there onto the Stuart.
Target secured. No sign of the hunt.
Germans are assaulting one of our victory points.
Volksgrenadier is trying to capture these sectors.
Target secured. No Huns yet.
Supply lines are broken. We have a territory cut off from supply.
Stuart has received repairs. Maybe he needs to get out, rather than Piet Sapper, but a repair sapper to top off the health of these Stuarts. And also a 17-pounder rate here probably wouldn't be half bad. Gonna go for another sledge trench. However, he's arranging the pintle mount of the base. Gets suppressed there. Here, Stuart engaging the Stug. He is not trying to respond. Does Bings build it? And of course, we'll continue to receive continuous fire from the Slit Trench, or from the Sturm Armory. Stug getting repaired enough. Piet's heading down south. Bit more losses there.
Germans are trying to seize one of our strategic locations.
Getting some damage there. Up north, got the 234 and Volksgrenadiers catching some sectors. And the bunker does go down.
Right captured. No contact. Receiving enemy fire!
Up north, got 234, force back the captain. Notice this trench built. Does get both PS squads inside of there. We can start sieging down the structures. You may need to get some Flam Warfers or Noble Warfers start hitting over here. Notice he has to do something. 234 and Stug here. Stuart's rotating back, kicking some fence poles to the next county. And here's the Armor Command truck. Guess this stuff here, you may want to get some Cromwells or some Fireflies. HQ's taking some damage there. Skull is one of the split trenches, decides to fall back entirely. Quite help deal with all these units to siege down structures.
Supply lines are broken.
So maybe we're going to see a bit of a base race. This one already took out all the base MGs, just need to take out the 3 command trucks and True Rossiter, and he will win. This one can be resecured.
Under attack.
Contact! Hands
As fast as connect.
Enemy contact! Enemy contact!
Does find this landmine and is trying to destroy it. May explode a bit of the Pioneers. Landmine does get detonated there. Flamethrower engineer needs to fall back to the repair bunker. Flamethrower having trouble emulating the infantry sections. Stug 34, got another Stug straight forward. 3 Stugs, 1, 2, 3, 4 advancing. 30 cal or Scope squad does fall back. Does get damage there. Fuel support truck slow going down. Volkswagens and flamethrowers push way forward.
German forces are trying to
Piets of Stug does dodge the Piets. Flamethrower squads need to hit that split trench there. Does go the split trench there. Pioneers, looks like both those Pioneers may got destroyed, or maybe just the one. PS squad still causing some issues, getting some hits over here. Up north, we do have now the Cromwell deployed on the field. Still receiving some bounces there. 2, 3, 4 rotating around. Storm Armory is destroyed, just leaving the cross center of the bunker here and the bunker here. I wonder if the if he were to capture this MG nest, it would count as a structure to prevent annihilation. Vulture is seeing some fire there. They make it just outright crush if he just shakes his butt. Stewart gets a good shot there in the Pioneer.
NCOs reporting they have destroyed a German target.
That's the last one. Shift fire, mate.
Building another slit trench over here. Volkswagens push the way forward.
Their infantry trying to push through us!
Supply lines
Volkswagens to capture that sector.
Infantry!
Is that trench complete, Captain? Ready for
Cromwell advancing his rounds onto the 234. So we got double Stug here, both healthy. And right now the first player is at 6 command points. Have we even seen what doctrine's gone for? He's going for mass Cromwells. Repair sappers would be quite nice in this situation, but then again, wouldn't hard to repair sappers nice.
Make it quick. The emission point is out.
Each squad pushes way forward. With the tightly clustered armor, trying to think would be best deal for all these. Maybe hold down Fireflies could be quite nice dealing with all this stuff.
Construction finished.
He's low on manpower and fuel, so he's doing a good job spending everything.
Cock this one up.
But still can always rebuild this field support truck. As it doesn't have too high munitions, so the other effects of, say, Royal Artillery as well as Royal Commanders for their munition-based abilities are not going to be super useful.
Standing by.
Captain catching that VP. Howdy. Good there on the Scope Rifle Squad. And the Scope Squad does fall back a little bit there. Stewart's getting repaired on up. Cromwell become a bit more Justin Trudeau H shot. And it looks like the Field HQ has been repaired. Cromwell may get some shots on the flamethrower squad. Stug and 234 advancing. Full contenders may get a Panzer Faust. Ah, we got the Ghost Gun. Multiple shots there onto the Cromwell. Pioneer's getting hit. Decides to blitz on out of there. Does hit another pen. Any landmines and register artillery summoned there. I don't see any landmines over here. The Wehrmacht did a great job of maintaining good field control this entire game, but he has not built too many landmines along the flank to cause some issues. You now have a 17-pounder, which would also be benefit from rural engineers if you could get the boards. Takes out the Stug. 234 takes some hits there.
Victory location is
And looks like this Cromwell has... Oh, maybe there was a landmine there. Sends a bounce there. Stug lamp shot. Destroyed his crit there. 17-pounder set up in this angle there. And we've got 28 centimeter rocket barrage there. Takes on the 25-pounder and hits a lot of other things.
NCOs reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Folks, regular Grenadiers taking some shots. May get wiped out from this shot, next shot. Nope, does not. Number of bunkers there for repair bunkers. Pearson is still inside the garrison. Justin Trudeau, aspiring tank, does ward away the 224, and there's another landmine there. Down south, Stewart taking some shots there, taking out the pump cross center. Stewart here only has damage onto him, no crits. Another repair bunker is probably being upgraded. Bravo trying to engage, Stewart falling on back. Still getting some rounds like Garrison. And the Stewart kill still causing issues. Another 17-pounder being established. And try and build some sandbags here. So the trench does get completed before the stroke gets a shot off. Bounce there from something. Pietz. Double bounce there from Pietz. Cross center does go down. Random squad firing away. We see a shot there from the Stug. Cromwell being blitzy. We'll send some misses and receive some misses there.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
70-pounder trying to engage. Those are the Grenadiers picked up a Bren. Good to go for LMG upgrade as well in order to get them dual equipped. Similar roll. Medics bringing back casualties. Looks like they managed to get 2 more there. No more casualties nearby.
The Germans just lost a tank.
And Stug goes down to the 17-pounder. Good at the end of the Volks. The medics go down.
Strategic sector.
Stewart being warded away. The HQ has taken some damage.
Supply lines are broken. We have a territory cut off from supply.
Volkswagen backing on off. Good is there onto the 234. Stewart pushing forward. Let's gain some hits on some repair sappers. We got 2 repair bunkers here. Still 10 command points. Med bunker takes some hits there, likely will be destroyed shortly.
300 points.
Carmel can spin hits there. Stewart's trying to gauge these grenadiers. So it tells me there's gonna be a canister. Yep, annihilated.
Destroyed a German target.
And that premonition popped into my mind. Stug advancing. And this appears to be the last Stug, but I do have a 20 centimeter rocket barrage running in here. Got some hits on infantry units there, but overall nothing else, I believe. Stug engaging the Cornwall.
Last contact report shows the steward has been knocked out.
We have a command tank on the field, maybe going for some Fireflies, but then again, doesn't really need it. Only 2 vehicles remaining. Another Sturm armory being established.
RAF has made glider troop drops available to us.
If he needs another pintle mount firing away, he can always go for the tier 1 structure. That's probably the cheapest of all the structures. Intersection does fall back there, while the Pioneers took a pretty good hit.
NCO's reporting they've destroyed a German target.
Pioneers do take a bit of damage. And got a decoy barrage there, and commandos selected. He can bring in some glider commandos. Brennan's trying to be deployed on the field. Is in range. Another Stug has been deployed on the field.
A sector is being overrun. NCO's reporting
And he does deploy the
destroyed a
marksman
German
there.
target.
Cromwell takes some hits there. Command Cromwell exists. Damage right there on the Cromwell. PSF can pop on out and we'll get that repaired on up. PSF is engaging this structure here. It's nailing the Stugs. Another Stug deploying the field. Now got another decoy barrage being summoned. That was largely avoided. Flamethrower Pioneers can hit by the intersection now. When it comes to BP, it's actually still pretty similar. The British player is behind, but only slightly. 17 pounder being deployed on the front line. That's going to be annoying to say the least. Carmel's also taking hits there. Once it's done repairing, get out of the building. Sometimes it's going to be a 28 single rocket barrage here.
We're losing a sector.
Sherman Firefly now deploying the field, 17 pounder as well. Multiple Stugs here being repaired enough. Got 3 Stugs, enough to break this containment. And here comes 20 centimeter rocket barrage. Annihilates everything there. Takes a 17 pounder. Command tank, command Cromwell there. I think he got at least 2 squads there. I have no idea. He's down to 2 intersections, 1 Piet Sapper.
NOC's reported jelly tank has been knocked out.
HQ is about to go down. You guys have 2 repair bunkers here, which will prevent annihilation. Wow, those PS came hit the broadside of a barn, can they?
Will be providing us HQ glider support.
Black 88 now established. Lining up a shot on one of these vehicles. Misses the Chromo. 1 shot and stunned for. So he's maybe out of vision range.
Nice hit! Jerry's down!
Glider HQ could be deployed in the field. Which can plus some of the rarest assets in the game, like the MG Commando Squad. I think the MG Commando Squad may be the rarest thing to be deployed in the field. You got MG Commandos, Commando Mortar, and Pia Commandos. Pioneer Mega wiped on out. Another field support truck deployed into the field.
I'm hit! I'm hit! Good shot, gunner.
Yeah, the Commando Vickers is probably the rarest asset in the game, along with the Commando Mortar. Which I believe is still the same mortar as the US mortar, but still a unique squad.
Germans are seizing.
That's 6 hits there. Ooh, Scobar Squad gets annihilated. Trying to prep the HQ now.
Roger that, sir. Field support CP.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
1, 2,
Oh, got a glider. Just regular Commando gliders. The HQ glider only costs 200, so it's pretty cheap. Look for a triangle in the field. Nope, no HQ collider. Which place only has 400 population because his HQ is packed on up. There's the tree house to make it picked off here. Tree house that gets knocked out.
Supply lines threatened. Jerry's attempting
Speed
to secure
governors
one of our
to
sectors.
get on out of there. You know that's not how speed governors work. They reduce the set maximum speed. In this case, it removes speed governors.
Supply lines are broken. Has territory cut off from supply.
Howdy, I go up again. But this time on the other streaming channel. What's next? The Rumble one or the Kick? You now have the Pioneers take a bit of damage. Looks like he may be lagging out a little bit there, but I don't think it's out of the game just yet. Firefly firing away. Yep, now they're responding. Thank you. Though too bad I'm a little bit tired at the moment. A little bit insomnia for the past 3 years. Commandos playing cat and mouse with the 234, the standard classic game of Tommy and Jerry. It's definitely been an interesting one. It's hard for me to... The Wehrmacht players has to be low on fuel. Let's just switch over to him. Yeah, low on fuel, has plenty of munitions to work with, can bring in more 28cm rocket barrages. But of course, manpower is a little bit lacking. He's basically has solid grass on this L of map. But he has not given or taken the L just yet.
Field repairs complete.
Storm Armory has been redeployed in the field.
Battery here.
And the British HQ has been redeployed. Of course, can't take a look at that from there. Field support truck. There's the HQ command truck there. 20cm rocket barrage somewhere. It was up here. Cromwell goes down. That one was pretty wounded. Firefly takes some damage there. This Stoke needs to start falling back. Rolls a miss there. And this too is trying to become a Justin Trudeau variant tank.
The enemy advances.
Falling back there. One repair bunker left. But there's triple pioneers. Commandos do fall back. Government has captured up this VP.
Enemy mortar unit taken out.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Flying engineers firing away. Or not. Repairing away. Both these ships just need to back on off. Firefly picks off one. Even the Steward can pose threat the other one.
Ready to blow.
Another Stug on the build queue. Black 88 is firing over here. Maybe trying to Stewart. I'm not sure where he's... Oh, ooh!
They're losing territory.
Perfect time to angle. What squad was that? The repair sapper?
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
Flamer Pioneers captured the fuel sector, while the Lieutenant's trying to capture the VP.
Cowards attack our forward. We are losing ground.
Cannon team ready.
Looks like he is trying to hit some of these vehicles as they go through the structures.
What's our target?
That one, I'm not sure what he's trying to hit.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Does find the Stewart there and knocks it out. Yep. A little bit difficult to get a shot down those alleyways. But can. Oh, looks like he has an angle on that command tank. Got a good shot there. Though it could have been a scattered miss when he was trying to hit the repair sapper. Got For the Fatherland activated there. Flame Engineers trying to engage the commandos, supported by a lieutenant. No one supported by a lieutenant. And he got some shots there in the repair bunker. Few packs, maybe. The problem is he's not built a single Kriegsberg this entire game. Though, yeah, no Kriegsberg. He has the Ford HQ still here. Mostly been relying on the Ford HQ, as was Strom Armory.
We're losing territory.
Repair sapper trying to, or flame warfare squad trying to repair, capture up that point. Commandos, fresh squad of commandos here. And I don't think we see an HQ glider just yet on the field. No, we do not. Click button. We do not have the registered artillery being brought on in. Does not destroy the glider. And Pioneers may explode. Still going to melee range. Getting some good damage there. The two Stugs are dueling it out, but of course got repair sapper here causing issues. If we got Vengeance C2, the Pinnacle could start hitting this guy. This guy needs to keep on falling back. This one could have kept in the fight. And those are the Stug there. A little bit poor control overall. Now, no decoy barrage. Black 88 trying to hit some infantry units over here, I believe. Stug does fall back. Pioneer gets wiped out. And grenade in the garrison did absolutely nothing.
Sector under attack.
Commandos take a bit of fire. I don't think there's Triage Center nearby to heal them, or at all.
We're losing a strategic location.
Commandos in the corner, 234. Can't decapture the point.
Destroyed.
The Pioneer inside must got destroyed. I think the Sherman tank headbutted the garrison to wipe them out. If you got the Flame Warfare squad getting hit by the Scope Rifle squad, he could does pick it off there, and I don't think that was deployed as a marksman. Oh, smoke grenade there by the commandos.
Target captured. We're waiting for orders.
Section ready.
Sector does get captured on up.
Ready for orders.
Both his commando squads could really use some medics. Triage centers, however, not cheap. Or cash and clearing stations, should call them. Same model, just different skin. In Insignia. Do now the Sherman tank getting repaired on up. Black 88 is having a bit of target practice on the commandos.
Capture complete. Ready to move.
Nope.
Bloody good timing there.
Target hit. Another Cromwell now deployed in the field. Right now, the British player has 256 tickets versus 164 and has double capture in his favor. There was a smoke bomb there. Could have stuck around, keep on capturing. Oh god, demolition charge there on that one. That looked like a Bofors to me that got cancelled. It seemed a little bit too small for a 17 pounder. Could be mistaken about that.
Standing by. Send over.
Germans are assaulting one of our victory points.
Pioneers.
COs reporting
Explode.
they've destroyed a German target. We have territory out of supply.
Decoy barrage. The British has packed up his HQ. There is a 17 or 25 pounder there. Okay. I was not expecting a 25 pounder. Going to be a close range one, so tight scatters.
We have our orders, lads. We're setting up mobile HQ on this position. Armor here.
Cromwell blitz right there. VP is currently neutral. This one's being captured by the Pioneers soon. Unless the field support truck takes some fire, looks like I can see the engines on fire, so damage and crit. Going for a speed governor.
German forces are trying to overrun one of our sectors. Speed governors have been upgraded on HQ trucks.
Section ready.
Pioneers once again heading forward. 25 pounder.
German forces are trying to secure one of our sectors.
Oh, got another flak 88 here.
We have our orders, gents. We're setting up the field.
And this 25 pounder largely scattered pretty wide. That one's somewhat hit.
Victory. All set.
Stoke 34 got, of course, the commandos here. 25 pounder receiving some fire, but getting overhealed and rehealed. Stoke's pushing way forward. He really doesn't need much to see one of these guys since they've been fighting infantry for so long. The pin mount would have been quite nice. 20 centimeter rock barrage. I'm assuming around here. Nope, it got summoned over here. That largely did nothing.
Einsteigen und Kampf! Pioneers here!
Pioneers here. Middle Combat Center does right now have triple Stug, double Flak 88, a bunch of Pioneers. Does have a captain's favor, trying to play the VP game.
I saw these fun little dancing puppets.
Pioneers, all present and accounted for. Was wünschen Sie?
Oh, deploys Pioneers out from the forward HQ. Flak 88 rolls a miss there. Pioneers receiving some fire. He does have actually 2 on his Pioneers. Does throw some smoke grenades there.
We are losing ground.
25 pounder hitting the Flak 88 again. Bounce there onto the Stug. Commandos make it crushed a little bit by the Stug. Stug got distracted by the Commandos. And starting to reveal his rear, but is not taking any rear armor hits.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
There's artillery summoned onto this sector there, forced back the Commandos quite nicely. Stug and Cromwell now engaging. Justin Trudeau, Firefly advancing. We'll start hitting this Stug relatively soon if he gets the angle. But he's trying to hit the Flak 88. Flak 88 does get decrewed, but just put the Pioneers on top of it, start getting it firing. Stug's focus on the Firefly. Flak 88 does go down. The Stug has plenty of health. Repair Sapper repairing up the Firefly. These guys can all just focus on the promo. Promo gets good rear armor shot there. Command takes that to emergency 1. Main gun short a crit there, and probably just another decoy barrage. Yep, has not been maintaining enough munitions to get an actual barrage there. Still rotating around. This guy's getting hit pretty hard as well. Falling back slightly there. Does go down to Firefly. Armor hit there, no engine crit. So it looks like he made a slip. Destroyed engine crit there. Commandos right forward. Main gun short a crit there. Still goes in this there. Firefly getting repaired up by this repair sapper. Taking time to hit the sappers. Stoke engaging the Firefly. This Stoke's almost down. Gets a bounce there. Main gun destroyed a crit there. Repair sappers are no longer repairing up the 234 or Firefly. Stoke down. Other sappers push right forward. Unupgraded, not being upgraded. Okay, let's repair a sapper.
A sector is being overrun.
British Player Nolan is a captain to protect this area.
Number 3 gun, make ready. Firefly ready.
Another still got completed.
We've captured the target. Sir.
Still gets a shot there on the commandos. Pioneers may explode.
NCO is reporting they have destroyed a German target.
Pioneers do in fact explode again. Commandos trying to capture this sector. Right now the British player has 212 tickets versus 117. Scope Arp score does fall back there. Cromwell does take out the 234. British artillery being brought on in. Looks like the Imperial player is on his last legs. Has one Stug, has plenty of fuel, some manpower to work with. Just has been trouble closing out the game. Good pen there. Stug takes some fire. Stug goes down. It looks like he's just AFK.
Battery here.
Yep, looks like he's maybe AFK. And looks like he has back to the game now. This Android saying thank you for watching and on to next replay. Before I get started on next replay, I do need to use the restroom again. Please give me a moment. My apologies, I am back. And let's see now. Do I have any 2v2s in my queue? Doesn't look like it. Not many people upload them. Oh, I did him, and we just did that map, so probably not that one. We do Panzer Elite, we have not done Panzer Elite. But still same map. Oh well. And this is probably my last replay tonight. I'm assuming this is a reasonable length one. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Couple Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Panzer Elite forces, we got Stick. Spawn on the north side as the US forces, we got Show Me Your Hands. Sorry, this model does not have any hands. Or at least not one I can raise up. And raise the roof. Fuel sector, of course, being captured on up first. Panzer Grenadier opener. Also got double engineer, triple engineer opener. That's non-com. This map is quite large. Able to send out engineers to capture the various sectors and get that delicious munitions and fuel.
Grenadiers here.
G43 upgrade now on the way. I may have dropped some network frames. Oh, either way, do have another Panzer Grenadier and to another Kaliningrad here.
G43 upgrade complete.
No doctrinal lock-in just yet. G43s have been completed. Engineers captured the munitions sector.
Gun.
Munitions sector now being captured.
Go ahead.
Jeep here, early Jeep does find both of these Panzer Grenadiers immediately, so it's going to take a bit of damage here. When I say take a bit, I mean actually incredibly little. Engineers took through a bit of fire there, does go for some basic wire there. It will help protect this point along the base MG to help protect it. So very nice, and plus these fight against Panzer Elite who can't necessarily cut wire all too well. They weren't edgy teenagers growing up to cut themselves. You now have the Jeep rotating around. We'll find a whole lot of nothing at the moment. Another Panzer Grenadier. He may find the build structure of this one. We'll probably need a bit more manpower for it. Jeep does find the Kaliningrad. And that Panzer Grenadier has left the base sector, so not on building structures just yet. Panzer Grenadier is trying to head back home, try to save his Kaliningrad. He is going to go ahead and get on to space sector and use flak Irvings in order to protect him. And Jeep so far taking very little damage. Kaliningrad getting repaired up in combat, probably finishing up the capture. Bit of damage on the Kaliningrad. And building a bit of wire here. Engineers do fall back, down on the Panzer Grenadiers, engaging this rifleman. Kaliningrad receive a bit of fire.
Fall in.
Engineers do fall back.
Burn them out. We now have incendiary grenades at our disposal.
An extremely early incendiary grenades. I was not expecting that. I would expect more weapon upgrades before we see incendiary grenades. Maybe misclicked and meant to get the base healing. Incendiary grenade seems... I understand if it was like saying fighting against British, but that's not the case. So that's interesting. Maybe he's going to go for tank hunter so he can spend his munitions by throwing them and at his opponent.
We are losing a sector.
Taking a bit of damage. There is a cutoff sector for the fuel sector to our right. Jeep taking minimal damage so far this entire game. Kaliningrad does take a pretty good volley there. Does back on off. This game, that point in neutral is perfectly fine. And let the Panzer last one repair it on up. Jeep falling back. I think the Jeep's taking a bit more damage than normal. It seems like it's been pretty bullet resistant so far this entire game. Panzer Grenadiers here, getting overrun by 2 squads. Those incendiary grenade there.
Hunter, we are losing a fuel depot to the enemy.
And he does manage to stay out the incendiary grenade there.
Awaiting the objective is ours.
No doctrine selected just yet.
Squad Achtung, the enemy is impacting Kampfgruppelehr's victory points.
Reinforcement completed. Form up.
Defensive operations have been upgraded.
Defense operations have now been researched. Now he has healing back at home. And now building a Kampfgruppe company. Probably goes straight for the Panzerjäger command of a hazard guess.
G43 upgrade complete.
Laying down a bit of wire there. Very nice. Will cause mobility issues, of course.
Kampfgruppelehr is losing a munitions depot to the enemy.
Does force him back there. Does keep an opening. Jeep pursuing the Kaliningrad.
Ground.
Over here, do have now the Rifle Squad gets inside the garrison.
Awaiting instructions. Contact! Enemy positions located!
And Rifle Squad does get outside the garrison. After all, there's way too much here for them to really contend with. Those going to just try to stall out a little bit. Engineers can't, or regular engineers can't really advance in this area as well. Just too many Panzer Grenadiers. Zayas get inside the garrisons once again. Kaliningrad captures the southern munitions sector. Incendiary grenade into that same structure. Incendiary effects are less effective versus larger structures since it needs to be, the models themselves have to be inside the dots.
Attention, the enemy advances.
Engineers once again trying to build some more wire. Panzerjäger command being employed on the field. We're probably going to see a chain of 2-2s. The US player only has the barracks in the field, not even supply yard. Does have a triage center. This could be for sticky bombs. This could be for bars. I think. You know, I'm not sure. It's one of the two. Don't think it's going to be for frags.
The momentum on the field.
As Grenadiers getting crowded by the Jeep. Incendiary grenade there. That'll also turn some of these trees into a crisp at bar rifle squads there, which help them also fight against the light vehicles.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Another incendiary grenade there. This time he does throw a little bit on himself. Kaliningrad trying to get the fuel sector. Does capture the fuel sector. It's going to have not a great path to get on home. That's actually not a bad path, I think. 2-2 on the build queue.
We await your command.
So no doctrine selected just yet. Not sure what doctrine he should go for. At the moment, he does not need Tank Hunter. Scorcher could be nice eventually with the Hummel and Sector Artillery, but maybe go off ground forces and go straight for the butterfly bombs. Short barrel Panzer IVs and Verbal wouldn't be half bad as well. And US players now going for the supply yard. He captures the cutoff sector. Now got some G43 upgrades. Bar squad behind and in front of heavy cover there.
We are losing territory.
Panzerfaust! Hit them!
2-2, push forward, get some volley down those engineers. Jeep can be hit. Kaliningrad, its engines are on fire.
Ready for your move.
Panzer have destroyed another enemy
Does save
vehicle.
the Kaliningrad. This Strife Squad may get one come out. That one could top inside the building, draw some fire. This Strife Squad is going to get wiped on out. And drops the bar. That's going to to fall back, and the music finally kicked back in.
Ready for action.
The
2-2
enemy is
now
attempting to
deployed on
seize
the
the
field.
point
I'd get
from us.
another one at least. And it looks like he's doing a good job folks firing some of these guys here. There's our squad trying to get inside the garrison. You can throw incendiary into it now. It's probably better to focus on this guy over here and just throw an incendiary grenade to help doing some damage for the time. But overall, he's doing a good job ripping apart. That guy falls back there. Incendiary grenade came in a little bit late. You could possibly wipe out this rifleman. Does not, barely knock out him. Another rifle squad back here, pretty wounded. Decides to fall all of them back. Or on this one here, that's unupgraded. Still no doctrine selected just yet. Let's see if... Ooh, pretty good landmine upon retreat. It's always hit or miss whether or not landmines are successful or even useful. Because not common when you hit a landmine does barely any damage. In this case, it was a pretty good one. That one, I think, was shot and spotted by this Kaliningrad. And when you take on the deployment field, you could use a quad half-track to help engage all this stuff.
Awaiting orders. Your men are barely needed. Don't fuck up. Munitions have been secured. Squad ready for orders.
Starting to capture this point now. Bar
We are
upgraded
losing a sector.
or picked up by the engineers. Going for a landmine here, very nice. So no doctors selected there. Do now have the veteran sergeant upgrade. I always get this icon mix of the 4-man squad upgrade. They look very similar. Does put the landmine there, cancels the other landmine.
It is only when we work together with zeal.
Oh no, that's Group CO, not veteran sergeant. Yes,
can completely
I always get those names mixed up. Yeah, the veteran sergeant's not in that structure, is it? Do you have, does find the landmine there. 2 little squads are falling back now. The other squad is suppressed, getting pinned down. We'll see some suppressive fire there. P2 firing away. He's also severely wounded. Power gets shot off. Does go down there. Board half track deployed in the field. Still another 2-2. Still no doctor selected.
Was gibt es? Was ist los?
Wounded rifle squad pushing forward.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
Panzerfaust! Hit them!
Our squad now falling back. Greyhound. Oh, he went for the Pentamel first, or then armor skirts. You should always go for armor skirts first. Kaliningrad has gone down. Best to use a Burgundy to get that recovered. And that's why he's building the Panzer Support Command to get that recovered. And nothing else.
We must
Kaliningrad backing off. Fuel sector not re-secured. Greyhound pushing forward some rubble.
Squad ready to deploy. Ready for Kampfauftrag. Ready for action.
Engineers do fall back up north. Greyhound decapturing the... Oh, finally got doctor selected. We do have now the Luftwaffe ground forces.
Achtung, enemy forces are
Rolls
attacking
a
our
miss
petrol
there.
depot.
Could try sneaking away. Mortar eyeing for a barrage on this sector.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply. We are losing ground.
Kinds of grenadiers firing away. Greyhound straight forward.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from
One
supply.
rock squad does fall back. This guy does fall back as well. Infantry seeing some of these guys here. Engineers probably get wiped out. Engineers do get wiped out.
Once again.
AT gun could be hit next. Ooh, that was a good landmine. Landmine definitely a little bit late though, but it was pretty effective. US player has a medic station deployed on the field. 0 casualties claimed right now. Got 2, 3, or 4 more casualties there, but I don't think he's going to recover them. He's still going to be lucky if he gets 2 more. Yeah, they're expiring right now. Kenny Grant does get spotted. Mortar half track on the front line. And running a little bit far. Light ATF trash trying to get a crit shot. Gets fully mobilized there. Just may want to back off a little bit there so it doesn't get completely repeatedly tagged. Bounce there. One of the few things can bounce on the frontal armor of a Greyhound. That's at least a cannon and not small arms. Damaging crit there from the mortar. Kennegrad has gone down. Best use of broken to get that recovered. Our squad's falling on back. As Grenadiers push way forward. And the mortar does finish off the Greyhound. Very nice. Medic charge way forward as well, trying to pick up more casualties. We have not seen reduction in the US players gone for us, but it's very likely will be infantry. Another great mortar there. G2 is charging the way forward. Over on the AT gun. Flames is getting ripped apart. AT gun getting overran.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Take a time to destroy the AT gun now.
Present and accounted for.
AT gun does get destroyed.
Panzerfaust, hit them. Ja, Herr Kommandant.
Landmine built there in case he tries to run it over, but he of course can get it spotted. Camouflage is there. Two does headbutt the structure.
Direct hit.
Trying to lay down some more wire there. Does put the landmines. Good hit there. And the next one probably just clear up some wire. Yes, it does. Rangers do fall back. Kennegrad can simply sweep it, and then he can simply crush it. Advanced repair is now available. Rangers are falling back. Up north, we do have another Greyhound. Once again, goes for pin mount before armored skirts. Armored skirts should always be researched first. Armored skirts is a mandatory upgrade in my opinion, while the pin mount is optional. Kennegrad has taken severe amount of damage there. Does get fully mobilized on the low ground, or on the high ground. The shortage crit there as well. Or how track can be tasked to mortar it, which he looks he is. As we are more exposed. It does go down there. Very nice. Easy picks so far. When you know your opponent has a light AT half track on the field, you may want to not be aggressive to Greyhound like that. Plus, it's also the camouflage Kennegrad to spot. So it's a pretty nice scout to have there.
Ready to
Kaliningrad getting repaired on up.
Sniper Hunter is ready. We await
Another
your command.
Kaliningrad deployed on the field. And now I've got accusations. Sounds about right.
Achtung! Enemy forces are attacking our petrol depot.
M1 AT gun back on off, trying to rotate over here. Just keeping his max distance, play around the line of sight blocker there to help protect him from the AT gun shots. If there is always AT gun. Does manage to get a shot there before it dove into cover and now falling back. Very nice. As we push forward, mortar hatch track and hallway hold fire. Central VP is being claimed on up. Double capture in favor of the Panzer Lead player. US player right now has 247 tickets versus 473. So nice advantage for the Panzer Lead player, and it's growing quite rapidly. Bar squad does get some hits on the Kaliningrad.
Kampfgruppe Leer is now able to enjoy the benefits of our Jaeger command upgrade.
Capture complete. Fuel point secure. Grenadiers ready. Victory point captured. Let's get this.
Medic station looks like 2 more casualties need to be recovered to get a free squad. AT gun destroyed a carcass there. Over here, Kaliningrad to capture this fuel sector once again. And the Panzer player has a good amount of fuel or manpower sorted up. Does have the Panzer Support Armor Corps Command upgrade, which could allow him against some short-barreled Panzer IVs. Since his opponent has been just using infantry and AT guns, short-barreled Panzer IVs should be quite good. More half-track can always smoke stuff out, like AT guns, and also barrage them. Kaliningrad has taken some fire.
Our support command abilities have been upgraded.
Combat ready.
Good shot there. Double fragging thrown there. Ain't pretty hard there since it's usually the first frags are usually the best frags. Third frag there. Not very good. Bar squads have taken some damage there, so not in a great position. Mortar half track can start barraging over here, probably get some good hits. Two squad could start advancing. Another Greyhound, once again, goes to spin him out before armor skirts. That's a bad call, because right now he would basically take double damage. M180 gun pushing forward.
The Americans are capturing a
He
sector.
does get armor skirts deployed in the field before the 2-2's auto cannon start engaging. Kaliningrad here, once again. Kaliningrad has gone down. Best use broken to get that recovered. Does get fully immobile there. Mass repairing this up quite nicely. But this one needs to fall back a little bit more. Mortar half track engaging. AT gun also engaging. Andrew crit there. Mortar half track has gone down. Greyhound goes down. 122 needs repairs. He'll probably just task one of those guys to repair enough, but he's just going to be charging forward at the moment. Panthers can now be summoned. It'll just take 1,000 manpower sacrifice to get summoned in the field. 1,000 men. A rifle squad does fall back there. A landmine here. Panther's been summoned. And landmine. Medic goes down. He did get a free squad recently, so not a big loss to those medics right now. And looks like he will not find a landmine there. Injuries get wiped on out, even use suppressive fire there. He has plenty of munitions stored on up. He has some command points. He's gone for Luftwaffe ground forces. Like I said, he can go for... I say go for the butterfly bombs. Just start scattering them, peppering the land with them. Panthers pushing forward, that's a Calliope.
Comfortable Belian. Bunker battle group has arrived and is now available for deployment.
Fire squads, I don't think we've seen sticky bombs yet.
Combat ready.
VP now being captured. And looks like the US player may have backed out of the game. Yep, looks like the US player has backed out of the game. This is Angray saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As mentioned beforehand, that shall be my last replay tonight.